Hello world, you're in the Beat Sessions and I am your host Mitchell Weary. A very happy new year to all of you. This is the first album review of 2021, pretty exciting stuff. We're talking about Rory Alan Philip Ferreria today, aka R.A.P Ferreria, who dropped his brand new LP on New Year's Day entitled Bob's Son, R.A.P Ferreria in the garden level cafe of the Scallops Hotel. It's kind of a mouthful, but pretty darn good effort. It's a follow-up to 2020's Purple Moonlight Pages, which is nothing short of brilliant if you haven't checked out that record. And the plan was to follow that album up with a tour. However, 2020 put the kibosh on all that, as we all know. And so it's, in my opinion, that we get Bob's Son as a result of a man who refuses to stay idle. Over the last 6 months, Ferreria worked on this project, dropping it on New Year's Day, and I would argue that it's definitely his most abstract, experimental work to date. This is a record that honestly sounds like slam poetry over a 35-minute jazz tapestry. And I would argue that it probably is more of a jazz record than it is a hip-hop record. Jazz itself is all about improvisation. Much like the blues, it's kind of about capturing the spirit of life. This record is chaotic and disjointed at times, but also vibrant and serene and beautiful. And Ferreria just does a remarkable job of navigating that territory, weaving in and out of those moods to deliver a package that really needs to be listened to from start to finish. I would say that one of the most fundamental things about this record is that you need to hit start and listen to it all the way to the end. Continuity is important here. A couple of the tracks that do stand out that I really enjoyed were Redguard Snipers and Yamship's Flaxseed. But again, even those tracks, as solid as they are, still feel like pieces of a big puzzle that come together. Now, not all of you are going to enjoy this record. I will just say that right off the bat. Again, this is not your typical hip-hop record, and while other albums in the past, whether they be under the alias of Milo or Scallops Hotel or R.A.P Ferreria, had more of an approachable feel as far as the hip-hop element incorporated into them. There's very little hip-hop in this record, which is kind of why I liked it. Again, it's really fun and really experimental, but just don't expect what you've heard necessarily from previous projects for this guy. What I'll say in conclusion is that a really solid record for me is an album that I can push play on and it will take me to a different place. This record, unfortunately, I feel like you have to already be in that place to push play and listen to it. But once you're there, it's a phenomenal experience, and I definitely would recommend at the very least streaming this record. I'm gonna give it a vinyl pass just because of its experimental nature and because it is so different and some might describe just frankly as weird. But in the end, Ferreria puts together a phenomenal project. His experimentation and his ability to tap into different elements of the hip-hop genre and evoke bands like Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul really make him worth listening to. So please check it out. This has been the Beat Sessions. Please subscribe to my channel, crush the like button on this video below. It helps me grow this project, and we'll see you on the next review.